All right, Peter. Great to see you. Another busy day. Joining me now, Dan Hoffman, former CIA station chief, served in Moscow, Iraq, Pakistan. He's also a Fox News contributor. All right, Dan, very quickly, he also addressed the idea of Iran getting closer to a nuke. Watch. They cannot have a nuclear weapon. It's very simple. I'm not putting restrictions. I'm not. They cannot have one thing. They cannot have a nuclear weapon. And if I think that they will have a nuclear weapon, despite what I just said, that I think that's going to be very unfortunate for them. Dan, he said this before, but tonight, especially with this Gaza announcement or the floating of the Gaza proposal, how significant. It's very significant for the president to host as his first visit Prime Minister Netanyahu, and to focus not only on Gaza and building the relationship between Israel and Saudi Arabia, but delivering this blunt, stark warning to Iran, which is now a nuclear threshold state with a pretty effective ballistic missile capability. That was about as clear a warning as you're going to hear. He wasn't specific about what we do about it, but standing there at the podium next to the Prime Minister of Israel, it's pretty clear that we are aligned very, very closely with Israel to prevent Iran from having a nuclear weapon. And Dan, I'd be remiss in not getting your take on the news of the night, which is AUS takeover of Gaza and a takeover of the rebuild of Gaza, which President Trump likened in the future to a new, Middle East Riviera. Yeah. Didn't have that one on my bingo card tonight, Laura. But I'll tell you this, it's a lofty long-term goal. It's the post-reconstruction phase. We're not there yet. Hamas is not destroyed. There are still thousands of Hamas fighters we've got to deal with before we even get close to this. So anyone who's worrying about this happening tomorrow and having to staff it out and be concerned about how much U.S. blood and treasure we might spill in Gaza, what the plan might look like. This is the president issuing a directive not just to the world, but specifically to his own now new administration about where he sees us headed in the Middle East. But it's not going to happen in the very near term. There's a lot of steps we got to take to get there. All right, Dan, thank you so much.